Warning, this podcast contains another fucking headache. God damn it, Barry.
Hello everyone and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for The Flash Season 2 finale, The Race of His Life. I'm your host Clio, and with me I have Dom and Nikki.
How's it going? Yeah, it's going
There are
all right.
words, but they are not coming out because they are not exactly nice words.
No, they're not.
No?
It's like, they're not. Okay. I swear we're going to talk about the episode as like a fucking whole, but we have to talk about the ending. We have to skip straight to the fucking ending. Barry, what the hell's wrong with you?
Barry. Good job, Barry.
You literally, in 5 seconds, justified them locking your ass up. Clearly, you can't make decisions. Damn it.
Well, I am really we're going into it right now. Headache time.
Yeah, no, it's time for the headache. I don't think we can put around it.
Does this now mean that Eobard and Zoom are still alive?
Probably.
Yeah.
But hold on. Zoom probably isn't dead.
Right.
We see him get dragged off by the time wraiths.
Yeah, that's true.
But that doesn't mean he's dead.
You know what? I think because he's been dragged away by the time wraiths, he doesn't exist in time at all anymore. Because he fucked things up so bad that
You
they're
wanna-
like, bitches.
Or the opposite.
No.
Hold on, you want to know what I didn't realize until I looked it up? And I should have, I'm mad I didn't realize this on my own, but when he's like decaying, his face, he looks like the Black Flash, which is an
Yeah.
entity that is basically like the Grim Reaper for speedsters. He exists in the Speed Force, and he's like, kind of like the Time Wraiths.
Yeah.
Kind of, but he has his own consciousness.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh,
there are
God.
versions where Barry's been the Black Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, how did I not notice? So he's, even if Barry didn't fuck up the timeline, I think, Hunter still would have been the Black Flash. He still would have been around.
Now, keep in mind, all the events of everything that we've witnessed up to this point have happened, right?
Yes.
But now Barry's gone and changed things, so it shoots off into an alternate timeline. We're getting into, like, Back to the Future territory. So
Because
It's like the same thing when they explained Eobard coming back and
Yes.
doing that whole. It's the same, like, around the main timeline thing.
Right.
Because we see the Barry that's hiding out there, we see him disappear. He disappears.
Yeah, because that
Phasing into another Earth or
that
whatever. but-
timeline is altered, so it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's still a jettison point for the timeline. Like, it still juts off, but it's jutting off in an area where that timeline can't access now.
Can't be accessed, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it could be, but
It's like think of this in Back to the Future, right? There was the point in time where they went and got the sports almanac, right? And then Biff gave it to himself, and he like changed everything. And when they shot off into the future to go do something, they were in like this completely transformed one. And they said, oh, let's just go back in time and stop ourselves from getting the sports almanac. And they go, we can't. That future's changed now. Because Biff went back further and gave it to himself. So that old, 2021, whatever, I don't even remember what year they went to. Was it 2016? 2015? Back to the Future?
2015.
It was 2015.
Yeah, when they went back there, and then, they're like, well, we can't get there anymore because it's already changed. And so that's kind of what's going on here, is they're not going to be able to get back to that timeline, which is why it got cut off. So
You want to know why I remember it was last year?
yeah, because
of the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs.
Because of the Cubs. And they
Cubbies.
didn't win I was going to call it the Super Bowl. Oh my God. They didn't win the World Series.
Yeah.
I was going to call it the Super Bowl, but that's because I don't know anything about sports.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the Grey Cup. That's the Stanley Cup and the Grey Cup and all that stuff. Got that down.
Canadian.
Hey.
She really did the stereotypical A.
Hey!
She's the
Sorry,
Fonz
that's
now.
Fonz. So everything's changed. Everything's changed.
Even
it's like
even
the fucking episode ends and I don't know what to think because everything's changed.
Like what they've changed now up to this point, like Hartley may not be there now. You know, like
no, Hartley,
I know,
I like that.
I know, I wanted to see him again.
You know,
I mean, they referenced him. Was it last episode?
Yeah, I was really mad he wasn't in the episode.
And I'm curious how much of an impact this is gonna have now, based on Arrow and Legends, and maybe even Supergirl.
I mean, we haven't had the Arrow finale yet.
That's very true.
An hour in 45 minutes.
From the time of recording, yes.
Yeah, from the time of recording, 45 minutes. And we'll have the answer. But Jesus Christ, I don't know.
It's a lot to wrap your head around and stuff, and it almost undoes everything that happened this season. But I don't know if that's gonna affect the alternate Earths.
Yeah.
That's the big question, is does one timeline affect all? Like, if you go back in time on Earth 1 and change something, is Earth 2 going to stay the same, or is that going to get changed as well because you may not have possibly been over there? Like, Barry may not, the whole team may never have gone over there. The breaches may never have been opened. Zoom may have never gotten across. Like,
yeah.
Wasn't there like a bit of there was a conversation between him and, was it Wells, the first Wells, like Eobard Wells, where if he were to go back and save his mom, that he would end up killing somebody else in her place or something? And it was like, I don't even know, like his, and went on to like his relationship with Iris and Joe and everything, and he wouldn't be in the same place.
Yeah. Right.
So
I don't think it would necessarily kill somebody. That may have been said. I don't remember it, but he would never know Iris and Joe the way he does.
Yeah.
You know, that's for sure.
Well, I'd be okay with Iris. That shit was just stupid. I'm sorry.
She really hates Iris.
I have to ignore everything. Because
I just don't think they're good together. I don't.
And that's kind of why, while it was awkward, it was like, okay, at least they're giving each other space or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was really nice of her to like consider his feelings and be like, okay, you need to find yourself, go do that. I'll still be here.
Yeah.
I give her that.
Sappy as shit, but goddamn. Yeah, I don't listen. I don't know.
Episode, it was just a mind fucker.
Yeah, and that whole conversation. He knew the whole time he was going to go back and change everything and that things wouldn't be the same. That's probably why he said it.
Right.
Because the last time he kissed, I figured that's why he didn't kiss Iris. Because the last time he kissed Iris, he went back and changed it, and she didn't feel the same. So he's thinking it's going to happen again, and he's going to trade.
This is more of a goodbye.
Yeah, that was definitely more of a goodbye.
Chills, it's not you guys. Why do you guys hate Iris?
It's just
Iris.
Nikki. I don't mind Iris at all.
I defend her. I just get so bogged down with the hate that I'm not as vocal defending anymore, but I've always defended Iris against Nikki.
I did not like Iris in the first, like, 2 episodes, but my opinion on her changed dramatically after she actually became, like, a reporter for the paper. You know, and she had some substance to her, but before that, it was just I think what it is, and especially with Nikki, and I think it's just the whole concept of love triangles. And the one that she got caught up in early on. And if she didn't get caught in a love triangle between Barry and Eddie and, you know, all that, and I think Nikki would have been all right with it, but it was just the fact that she's been, like, jumping back and forth all the time. Nikki starts getting really aggravated at that.
It's that, and, like, I always it doesn't matter what series I'm watching, there's always one character. I can't stop myself from doing it. I always zero in on one character, and I hate them to no end. And I can't help it. I just can't.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. I mean, I got one in Once Upon a Time now.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
Yep.
But yeah, that was just such a weird scene, but it made sense in the end. Like, okay, that's what's going on.
I just feel like the ramifications of this cannot be too utterly drastic that it's going to affect Legends and Arrow.
And possibly Supergirl. I think he's going to see that what he did fucks things up so bad that he's going to go back again and fix him fix him.
Well,
I'm gonna say like
this is Flashpoint.
Well, yes, I know it's Flashpoint.
The crux of Flashpoint is that he saves his mom. It makes everything really, really shitty, and he goes back and stops himself.
Right, and because if he does, then we're kind of like in this weird spot. Like, are they gonna just start changing stuff on Arrow and not explain why? Because you got to factor all that in. So that's why I say it's not gonna have too big of ramifications. Not saying it's not gonna have any, but it's not gonna be drastic ramifications. Unless the alternative is they just put Flash while this is happening in his own timeline. Like, it's his own subspace of everything else. Everything else exists outside of this thing, and everything Barry's doing exists within the show right now.
And I mean, we've mentioned it before. The next season, all these 4 shows are going to have a 4-way tie-in. Yeah. Whether it's 4 episodes or whatever. So I actually disagree, Dom. I think it's going to be so huge that all 4 shows have to cross over in order to explain it.
They can. I still feel like the big crossover is going to lead into the merger of Supergirl's world, which may still be the outcome of Flashpoint.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the two are connected. I think that this is so big that it's going to affect everything. And then the only way to fix it ends up in an Earth merger. Speaking of Earths, we have an Earth 3.
Yeah. We do.
Yeah, Clio. Clio.
Now,
excuse you.
I'm only saying that because you were so adamant on calling Supergirl's Earth 3.
Yeah, I know.
But that was resolved.
I know. We resolved it. Whoa!
Now, is Earth 3 the Earth 3 that we've been told about, but that's been rumored? Like, is he going back to do good?
I don't know.
Even though, like...
Well, we're not sure he's ever going to make it back to Earth 3.
He's going to Earth 2 right now.
Yeah. But, I mean, like I said, like, we've been rumored that Earth 3 is, like, the negative Earth, where everything is kind of flipped on the opposite, where doing good is frowned upon, where everybody's just assholes to each other. So, if he's from Earth 3, like...
But there's no way of knowing yet.
Right.
No, there isn't. I'm just asking, like, speculate, like, do you think that it might possibly be that Earth, or?
All right, so the other big reveal here was the Man in the Iron Mask was the real Jay Garrick, which...
Well, the real Jay Garrick. Please stand up.
Yeah. So,
oh my God.
that was incredible. I think it was a nice payoff. I'm kind of disappointed that it wasn't Eddie, but I'm not disappointed because we got the real Jay Garrick as the Flash. Like, that is incredible.
Yes. With the blue pants. I'm so excited he has blue pants.
It was just, though, his costume was really weird.
His costume was awesome.
But I just have to say, Jay Garrick is the one who mentored Wally West, right? So,
what are you talking about?
Jay Garrick.
Yes.
He was Kid Flash's mentor.
No, that was Barry.
No.
It depends on what. I mean, there are hundreds of different.
Yeah, I guess. The one I was reading.
Everything I know is Barry's Flash mentored Kid Flash.
Okay, everything I was reading, it was Jay Garrick did that and was the founder of the Justice League Society of America.
Yes.
So that with the Legends of Tomorrow ending that we just got.
Oh God, is he gonna be on Legends?
That's what I'm thinking.
I'ma flip tables. I'm so excited.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking John Wesley Snipes is gonna be on Legends of Tomorrow.
That's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, Mr. Fantastic is on Arrow.
Yeah. He's not even Mr. Fantastic yet.
That's true.
Get on it, people.
Or is he Mr. Perfect?
He's Mr. Terrific, actually.
Terrific, okay. That's what it is. Mr. Perfect's a wrestler.
That's wrong. We were like wrong 3 times.
Yeah. 3 strikes are out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm so excited we finally get the whole episode. I'm like, tell me who he is. Tell me who he is. Who's the Man in the Iron Mask?
To be honest, with all the shit that was going on, I forgot about him. And then they're like,
tell me.
They're taking off his mask. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh hey, you again.
I'm just gonna point out that was definitely a stand-in this whole time. That was not him in that costume from the beginning.
No, because Jay, who's Harry Allen, right? I mean,
Henry.
basically Henry, and I mean,
I mean, he was Harry when he came out of the mask.
his Harry, his body, his upper body was just so solid and like way bigger than the
Yeah.
man in the Iron Mask that we had been seeing like this whole season. So
Yeah.
I mean, yes, stand in.
We're gonna learn to stop examining the characters so much when they do that because
Well, it's hard to not.
I know,
It's really
Yeah.
hard to not.
but they do that intentionally so we can't.
And also because he had no speaking lines. So they just put a dude in a mask. Yeah. So let's talk about the actual episode now. The things that happened.
Wait,
not
other
just-
stuff happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Zoom in like the most melodramatic villain tying the damsel to the train tracks ass plan ever is like, race me, Barry. And if you win, I swear I'm not gonna destroy the world. I'm like, yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
He just wanted a race. Well, which
Totally believe
powered the pulsar, which is gonna destroy all the Earths. But still.
I feel like the payoff for that would have been better if they didn't reveal it to us until like the race was ending. You know, like, because going into it...
Oh, hey, by the way!
Yeah, like, going into it, I'm just like, okay, this is really stupid. And then it's like, oh, okay, there's some kind of a twist. But you know what? This is still really stupid. So, you know, if they just did the race, and, like, Barry's just like, guys, it's just a race. Chill out. Like, I'm going to do it. And,
Yeah.
you know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, you just activated the pulsar that's going to destroy the world. I would have been like, oh... Well,
you activated my trap card.
Well, that is, yeah, that's
oh my
a
God,
thing.
Yukio.
But I feel like that's out of character for Zoom. Zoom is such a showman, such
Yeah.
He
a
is. He's
he needs things
theatrical.
exactly theatrical, melodramatic. He needs things to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm like sitting there like, Barry, why don't you have like a knife in your pocket or something? And when you pass him, just give him a good old stab. Just give him a good old stab as you like, hey, what up?
Your father couldn't have slipped you a prison shank? Too soon? Too soon?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. But I mean, if he... I guess I'm not a superhero because that's what I would do. Be like, I'm just gonna kill him on the way by.
Well, I mean, depending on the superhero, I mean, the Punisher would definitely stab dude.
Oh, well, yeah, he
So,
would. He'd probably use
depending on
a
the
sniper rifle, but
Is the Punisher a superhero?
he's on the
Anti-hero?
fence. He's an anti-hero. Yeah.
He really only kills jackasses, so
Yeah.
anyway,
Alright,
this
well,
is not about
people
the
get-
Punisher.
People who get in his way, too, so there's that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, I'd use that opportunity to just off him right then and there. Like when
Yeah.
he's like, I'm just racing. And she's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm go get you.
Just
So we
throw a
kinda
strip of barbed wire down in front of him. Like the cop spike traps, you know?
Yeah.
Psh, just give him a flat tire.
Caltrops.
Yeah. Caltrops, just give him a flat tire.
Caltrops, yeah.
I do have to admit, though, what Barry did was far more interesting than just a drive-by stabbing.
Yeah. He made a time remnant,
He did.
which we got. Dom's crying already. Well, we kind of learned a little bit more about time remnants because it's not just like when Barry went back in time
Yeah.
and saw himself. It's different than that. You're
splitting time
Yeah.
at that moment
so that there are
in
two.
real time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to learn.
I like his reasoning. He's like, so I split and hoped that the wraiths were more pissed off at him than they were at me.
Yeah.
And so they
Which
were.
turned out to be true.
Yeah. But I mean, he
'cause
was really
Zoom's-
risking it.
Yeah. Because Zoom's done it twice at least and has killed both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, time wraiths were none too happy with him. But it kind of also explains why, and I know we were talking about this last time we saw the time wraiths, why we don't see them in Legends of Tomorrow, it's because they're tied to the Speed Force. They're there to keep speedsters in check. It's a little different than using a ship to travel.
Yeah.
That was also interesting. We learned a lot. Like this was an interesting episode because we learned a lot.
The whole time what do they call it when they split?
Time remnants.
Time remnants. That makes so much more sense to me now because we were I was like, how does he travel back in time, bring himself to the present, kill one of them without killing himself? That's not what was happening. He's literally splitting himself from that moment. Yeah. So he's creating two versions of himself in the present that can have two different paths. And if he kills one, he kills one. So.
Oh, we don't have a trailer for season 3 yet, right?
I didn't see one.
I don't think so.
Costas in chat is saying we have a trailer in season 3. I didn't see one.
Yeah. If we did, it wasn't on my DVR, so.
Yeah. No, I definitely didn't see one on TV, but I don't know if one aired.
Oops. The Flash season 3 preview.
Dang.
That's.
It's totally a troll.
Yeah, that's December 21st, 2014.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
It's Glee.
It's Glee! I didn't even notice that. I always forget he was in Glee.
So did I until I rewatched it recently, and I was like calling him Sebastian all the time when we were talking about the Flash, and Dom was so mad.
That's funny.
But Costas in chat is saying, does Barry lose his powers? I don't think so.
I don't think he's gonna get them the same way, but I don't know.
Yeah, because, well, it might not change, but it might change. But a big part of him joining the police force was to vindicate his father, to clear him of his mother's murder.
Right.
So there's a chance that might not happen. He might not.
Might not happen. However, that's not gonna stop Wells. That will probably stop Eobard, but not stop Wells from creating the particle accelerator.
Yes, but it would mean that Barry wouldn't be in the position he was when the lightning struck. Mm-hmm.
Right.
He might not be the Flash.
Well, no, because when they told us the story the first time, Eobard came and he went through and did it because he did it early. Right? Because...
Yeah. But what I mean is if he's not a CSI. That's what I meant. If he's not driven to become a CSI.
I get that, but let's go the first time through the timeline. Barry's parents don't die. Barry goes through. Becomes the Flash. Eobard is like, nope. Goes back, kills his parents. Gets stuck there. Becomes Wells. Makes him the Flash a couple years early. And then we're in that timeline.
Okay, you're right. Never
so
mind.
then, now we're at the point where it reset everything again, where Wells didn't, or Eobard didn't interfere. So Barry's still potentially going to become the Flash, according to the way the timeline has worked already. But who knows? We don't know for sure because we don't know what the effects of stopping Eobard are going to do, because Eobard might still be there. Like, I don't think he killed Eobard.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. So much unknowns.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have anything else to talk about?
I mean, there's the whole going back to Earth 2 thing. It's not just Jay going back. It's Wells and Jesse.
Who had a little cute moment with Wally. That was fucking adorable.
I guess I can't text you. It's like, well, you've been texting, huh?
See, and this whole time that I thought her and Cisco were gonna hook up.
I mean, that would have been cute too, but Wally's less
She's
of
a little
nerd.
young for him.
Yeah.
Wally's less of a nerd, and he's a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more
Which
grounded.
Earth?
He's still a nerd.
He's a little more
He's
down to
still a
which Earth?
nerd, but he's a little bit more grounded than say
He's
Cisco,
an yeah.
who just like, oh, one pulse to like
One
seriously,
pulse to rule them all.
really? He's always with the references, always this guy.
He had like 4 this episode. He mentioned Transformers, but with better acting.
Mm-hmm.
Lord of the Rings, Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he mentioned something else, but I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cisco's all with it.
Mm-hmm.
All with those references.
They reused the hologram to trick
Yes, they
Zoom.
did. And I was just standing there like, oh my god, they're gonna kill Caitlyn.
I know. And then all of a sudden she's like, poof.
How did Zoom fall for that, by the way?
I don't know.
I think he's just so blinded by, he has feelings for Caitlyn. He's just so blinded by it that he's like, yeah, I don't know.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Plofton93 in chat says, what if Joe patches things up with his wife because he didn't take in Barry? Wally ends up becoming the Flash by becoming a police officer.
Ooh.
I'd be so excited.
Yeah, and that's another thing, we were like, oh, they've got hit by the stuff. They're going to be, Jesse Quick and Kid Flash, but it's like that never happened. But since the timelines changed, it might happen.
Yep. I mean, this potentially might fix, like, Joe and everybody dying on Earth, too. Like, we don't know. We don't know how far this is going to stretch.
True.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of makes this next season really interesting. And it's like, this is the ending that we were faced with season 1, where like, what's gonna happen? And we're just like, oh well, it didn't happen. We don't have to worry about it. So let's move on. What else is going on? Oh well, now we have to worry about it. And now it's like bigger ramifications because it's like, did it just undo everything in season 2?
Did it just undo everything in season 1?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't like it, but it does lead into a new season that'd be very interesting.
And chances are Eddie's still alive.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I would
reason for
hazard
Barry
that
to be
guess.
upset. Oh my Jesus.
I honestly don't think the singularity would have happened.
No.
No. Singularity probably
Singularity
won't
wouldn't have
happen.
happened.
Depends on, how they stop Eobard, because I think Eobard's going to be the big threat again.
Maybe Barry is in a straitjacket and he's hallucinating the whole thing, and then we get revealed that he was just dreaming, and then we're like,
no.
whew.
No, we're not pulling a Bob Newhart show.
No, we're not.
Why not?
All this tricking the fucking
Sorry if I
foot.
just spoiled the end of the Bob Newhart show to you.
Oh god, Dom, how could you?
Actually, I don't remember which one of Bob Newhart's shows it was. There's like the Bob Newhart show, there was Newhart, and there was another one, but I don't know. It's one of them where he like woke up in a bed and breakfast with the wife from the other Bob Newhart show.
Yeah.
Like it was all a dream and he never actually owned the bed and breakfast the entire time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Barry was
just it was a dream cliche is so old.
Yeah.
It's really old, that's my point.
I don't know. It just I'm undecided. I'm on the fence for this finale. Like, it was good, but the ending just threw me off. I'm going to watch next season. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But I just don't know how I feel.
I'm telling you, I think it's the 4-way crossover.
It's got to be. And I'm still saying that's going to be mid-season.
No, I think it's going to be right off that fucking bat.
Really?
I can't imagine that it wouldn't be. Like, this is so big. Like, how could they wait?
I think they're going to have to.
I don't know.
I think they're going to have to.
Well, we got one more finale of this universe left for this.
Right.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to fill me in.
Yeah, we still have Arrow.
Watch it your own damn self.
Yeah.
Fine, I will. I already know what's going on anyways.
We'll pull Nikki into the podcast tomorrow.
No.
Nope.
I will watch it.
She could just sit in the corner, bottom frame, eating an ear of corn.
Oh yeah, because the whole fucking under the city is a cornfield. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the cornfield. How could you forget about the cornfield? I thought of nothing else.
Every week I always forget
Every
about the
time,
corn.
it's
And
like-
now I'm going into the episode remembering the corn, knowing it's already leveled.
I mean, there's no more corn left. Oh my god, I literally have nothing else to say. Like,
Well,
I'm
just saying, with going into like Supergirl, they're gonna have to reset in Supergirl, right? Because they're gonna, everything that they set up there, they're not gonna be able to just like jump into, oh my god, the worlds are merging. They have stuff that they have to address on Supergirl. They're gonna have to address stuff that's happening in Arrow, like when all these shows come back, and Legends may or may not start at the same time. We don't know what's going on with Legends. For all we know, Legends might get a full 23 episode series this season. It only had 16. It may get 23. Who knows? But they still have to set everything up, and you're gonna want, like, for Flashpoint, it's like you saw everything that it changed and how terrible it was, and it played out a bit before it's like, no, we have to fix this. So in the world of a comic book, you could kind of finish that off in one comic book, if you needed to. But in the realm of a TV show, it's gotta play out a bit.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at corn. I'm all ears. Beautiful.
Let me steal a joke from Bo Burnham real quick. What did the ear of corn say when all of its clothes fell off?
Ah, shucks.
Get it? like shucks the exclamation?
Shucking corn. And shuck that corn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. I think out of all of this, everything that's happened, I'm the most excited to see the Black Flash.
Yeah.
Just pull a fucking Grim Reaper on one of the speedsters. Like, I'm so into it.
Costas in chat says, maybe Jesse will become a speedster too. What are your opinions?
Yep.
We've actually discussed this before.
Yeah, we know
I think we're all in agreement that
we know that Jesse Quick is a speedster in the comics. He's referred to her as Jesse Quick a few times by little Jesse Quick. Eobard, that is. It's
not just Eobard, because not
Eobard, Wells, sorry.
Oh my god, right, Wells. It's not just Wells, because Cisco's called her Quick. Everyone's been using that adjective for her.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of inevitable. I don't think we're going to see it right away. We might. I don't know. It depends on how far this tiny incident affects things. Because if this crosses over and does stuff for Earth 2, then yeah, sure. But if not, I think it's going to have to reestablish, and they're going to have to fix the universe first before we see any of that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to
maybe only
find out.
maybe only Earth 1 is affected.
It's possible, but I'm also thinking Earth 2 is going to end up being affected, because if Barry stops this and they don't go through and do everything the way that they were doing, they're never going to have gone to Earth 2 in the first place to change everything over there. So I feel like it's still going to have a ripple effect that's going to affect the second Earth, at least Earth 2. Like, I don't think it's going to have any impact on Earth 3, for example, but it's only because they meddled in Earth 2.
Yeah, and I mean, it could be that, since if the singularity doesn't happen, we know Zoom went on his own, opened a breach to Earth 3. Right. So he might be able to do that to Earth 1.
Well, I feel like he did, because he said that Earth 1, this is where we found out Earth 1 is the hub. Like, you have to go to Earth 1 to get to any of the other ones.
But he clearly, long before the singularity, went to Earth 3. Like, that was... He said he went there before.
Right, but we don't know if we don't know if he came through Earth 1 to get there, though.
It doesn't seem likely, because there weren't any breaches until the singularity.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe the way it works is, think of it like a 3D spherical like map, like the solar system or whatever. You have Earth 1 in the middle that can get to everything.
Yeah.
But like Earth 2 can only get to Earth 1, Earth 3, Earth 4, Earth 5, Earth 6, but it can't get to Earth 12 on the other side, for example, but that's a big possibility. So
I do have to mention the Cisco and Wells goodbye, which was so adorable.
I'll make sure to vibe myself in and throw stuff around your
Throw
desk.
stuff around your office. I fucking love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you too. It was so
It's
cute.
great. It's great.
But yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah, but like Plothin says, well, Barry also helped Green Arrow defeat Ra's al Ghul. And
He actually, I don't know if he helped him defeat Ra's, but he helped the rest
Vandal.
of Team Arrow not die.
Yeah. And, everything with Vandal, which caused everything that, the Legends of Tomorrow, and it's like, I don't know.
Oh, my God, I can't.
It's going to be exciting. The unknown, though frightening, is also really exciting.
And with that, Dom, where can people find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon.
Do.
Nikki, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyYVENOM24.
And you can find me at Cliomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+. And right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and video games. And next week, in this time slot, we will be doing the Chronicles of Cisco, which was a 4-part short little
Web series.
web show on thecw.com. So go watch it because it's funny.
The link will be down below, so
Yep.
you can watch it.
Yep. And we will talk about it next week. So see you then. Bye-bye.
Cisco is such a precious little cinnamon roll.
Too precious, too pure.